Tom Werner, we're here at Fenway Park, but congratulations on the start of the new season at Anfield. 2 straight wins, best opening of a campaign in 5 years. I would say, can you smell the title? But Manchester United loom on Sunday. You brace for a reality check.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll be at Anfield, but listen, winning is always better than losing. We got off to a bumpy start last year. I feel that we're going in the right direction. 2 matches does not a season make. I know there was a crisis at the Emirates after 1 week, but it's lovely to look at a table and see where we are.
Over the past 4 seasons, Liverpool have finished 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th. Do you feel like you've hit some kind of a ceiling that only shape money, oligarch money, or a state-of-the-art stadium can really break?
No, not at all. I think that in the end, having a strong manager and a strong football operations department and a team of people who are going in the right direction is the recipe to success. Money is always going to allow you to make more mistakes, but in the end, I'm ambitious. We're ambitious. We see the possibilities not only being a top 4 club, but being the best club in the Premier League. I'm not promising that it's going to happen this season or next season, but I think that one thing that I've seen, and you see it every week, is that it's a very unpredictable sport, and it's very complicated to put together a winning club, and money is only one ingredient.
But is it possible to crack the top 4 without vast outlays of money?
No, I think I certainly think. Listen, we are still in a very privileged position. We have strong resources. Our payroll is among the highest in football. It is a more level playing field, and in fact, the new money that has come because of the good work that the league has done in becoming a global sport is going to produce a more level playing field. Given that, we still are in a strong position. It certainly has not been a lovely 4 years, but I think we're going in the right direction, and I think we're confident that one day, again, without any promises, that we will be a top 4 club.
Which teams do you model your business model on? Do you look at Dortmund, Spurs, Porto, and think that's our future?
Well, I think you don't have to go much further than look at Manchester United. They not only year in and year out field a great club on the pitch, but their commercial revenues are terrific. They've got a great group of people who work around the clock for sponsorships and partnerships that are global. And we are trying to increase our footprint not just in the UK but around the world. And my hat is off to David Gill and the Glazers and their commercial team.
How central is Champions League revenue to your business plan?
It's very important. Again, if we have not been fortunate enough to be in the Champions League the last few years, but it's a very important goal, not just to be successful to show that you're one of the outstanding teams in the league, but it obviously will generate revenue to make you stronger and to tide you through some tough times.
This summer has been marked by close encounters with names such as Henri Mkhitaryan, Diego Costa, Willen. All of them came close to Liverpool. None of them have signed. In your mind, why do you think that is?
You know the vagaries of the sport as well as I do. Again, some of this is that we assigned a value to a player, and we had the discipline to walk away. Nobody likes to have a target that you don't sign. But on the other hand, we look at a lot of players, and there's a lot of things going on that are below the radar, and a lot of things that are reported inaccurately, and we can't spend our time always trying to correct some of those inaccuracies.
Can you talk about your own learning curve? I mean, English football is such a murky, complex business. How has it been over the past 3 years trying to get a grip on it, on the whole culture?
I have learned a lot. The first match that John and I attended at Everton, an unruly fan spat on us. So
was it a Liverpool fan or an Everton fan?
I didn't ask. But it has been a wild ride. But in the end, you know, referring back to Bill Shankly, this club means so much to millions of fans, and so for us, when we were fortunate enough to win the Carling Cup a couple of years ago, it only gave us a taste for more success. And it's you go in that trophy room at Anfield, and you can just breathe the history of the club. And so it's been an education, but going back to your comment about being stubborn and determined, we are determined.
We've talked before about one of the biggest differences between English sport, American sport, the leverage that players have in the English Premier League. Luis Suarez, you've taken a hardline stance with him. What was behind that hardline stance?
We said to Louis, you're important to the success of our club. And I think that what we've said privately, what Brendan said, and what John said publicly, was that we have to do what's in the best interest of Liverpool. You may be frustrated on a given day that we're not in Champions League this year, but we need you. We expect you to be professional, and as the window nears its end, it would be even more difficult to replace Louis. And we found this out. You know, you say, what did we learn? I think that we were very challenged to improve the club after Fernando Torres left. And we made a decision very quickly to replace him with Andy Carroll. And, you know, I think that one lesson learned there is that we'll do what's in the best interest of Liverpool. And if we can improve the club, we'll do so. But as the window got closer to the end of August, it was going to be even more difficult to consider any sort of offer.
How long do you imagine that Suarez will remain a Liverpool player?
You know, that's again, you know, I don't want it to be, you know, a headline tomorrow. Let's take this one campaign at a time, and it would be a felicitous day if next May we were one of the 4 clubs that would move into the Champions League, and I think that would be a day that would make our fans happy and make Louis happy.
Part of this, were you trying to make some kind of a statement symbolically that Liverpool are not a club who are financially vulnerable to other bigger clubs?
We're going to do what we think is in the best interest of the club. And if that means that some people might say that's a hard stance, you know, at some point you have to just say to the player, you know, if you know, we have a contract with you, we expect you to be professional, we'll try to examine this sometime down the road, but for right now, we'd like you to focus on improving the on-field success of the club.
I mentioned over Twitter that you and I were going to talk today, and there was one question and one question only that every Liverpool fan wanted to hear. Should they expect a big signing at the club before that transfer window shuts on Monday?
I can't say more than just that we're working around the clock, and again, it's possible. We haven't shut the window, but we'll know more. We'll all know more shortly. I'm waiting for this phone to ring.
Last year, a honeymoon season for Brendan Rodgers. As owners, you guys have always been goal-driven. What goals have you set for Brendan this year?
Well, I have not said to him, the season is going to be a success if you get to this point, and it won't be if you don't. But he's under no illusion that this is a sport in which it's very success-oriented. We, in our last 15 matches, are going in the right direction. I think we've won 10 and drawn 4. If we continue that trajectory, then everything will be fine. And if we don't, my hair will get grayer.
You're a TV guy. In TV, you get to write your own endings. If you were to write a realistic ending for Liverpool Football Club at the end of this season, what would it be?
Well, I think that prognosticators picked us to finish 6th or 7th, and our ambitions are much higher than that. Again, I don't want to draw a line, but we're going into this weekend with 6 points. I see great progress from the squad that we are fielding this year versus last year. There's no disrespect at all to Pepe Reina, who is a great goalie, but goalkeeper. But I think that Mignolet has exceeded our expectations so far. Again, it's a long campaign, Roger, but I guess the book hasn't been written, but I think it will be a great campaign.
Tom Werner, good luck. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Roger.